So, Android Police posted this article today, and I found it very humorous, that's interesting. So, they go ahead and talk about how, yes, you can get a Galaxy Z Fold 4 from Samsung for $100 on Black Friday. Now, this is like the ultimate not clickbait, but also clickbait at the same time, because in order to get this done, you really have to go through hurdles. And you also are going to already have to have some said devices. So it's kind of ironic that, yes, it is true, but it's like, okay, yes, but then there's also a paywall in front of it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So if you do sign up for Samsung's early access program, you are greeted with two options on Black Friday. The first option is the ability to buy the Galaxy Z Fold 4 for $450 off. That puts it at a price tag of $1,350. Now, of course, that alone is an absolute amazing deal. Now, I will say, you guys see on my channel, you guys probably seen out there too, that Samsung has really been discounting this phone as of late. Pretty much a month after this phone came out, we were watching this phone sit at a $1,500 price tag with including a Galaxy Watch. So it's not like Samsung has completely been all out on their Z Fold 4 over the last couple months. Okay, they've been like, listen, we're excited about this phone. We love this phone. But here's the deals. They've been trying to sell this phone. So if you did buy that deal at $1,500 and you sold the Galaxy Watch, you actually pretty much were very similar to this deal right here, buying the phone at $1,350. I'm sorry, $1,350, not $13, $1,350. So the second deal is the deal that hits you at $100. Now, again, like I said, there are hurdles to go through. So, first off, you have to trade in an older device. Now, I will say right now, this is actually a really good deal if you do own a Z Fold 3 or you own a Galaxy S22 Ultra and you want to go ahead and move on to the Z Fold 4. Because if you trade in a Galaxy Z Fold 3, which to be honest on eBay right now is $600-700, you get $1,000 trade-in value. That also does apply to the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So if you trade in either of these two devices, you are getting $1,000 value. Now for the Galaxy the Galaxy S22 Ultra, it currently sits at $1,000 on MSRP. So it's not like it's really, you're getting the value of the phone pretty much back to put toward this phone. So if you had it for, let's say, for maybe half a year, you are getting the full value of what you paid for, which is pretty dang good. Depending on what gigabyte option you get, I think the starting price is like $1,200 and it goes all the way up to like $1,500, and then a terabyte I think is like $1,800. So depending on what version you get, if you got the very bare minimum, you're losing $200 on your Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, if you had the Z Fold 3, let's say for 2 years since it has come out, you get it for $1,000 trade-in value. That's a really, really good value. You also get a $350 discount off the Galaxy Z Fold 4. So from just trading in, let's say trading the Z Fold 3, and you get $350 discount, that already is $1,350 you get off of the Galaxy Z Fold 4. So let's go ahead and pull out the calculator here. So starting off right away, we'll say it is at $1,750 currently. You get $1,350 off. That's $400. Now, you can trade in other devices. So, for example, let's say you have a Galaxy S20, or maybe a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. You can trade that in up to $430 worth of value. So, if you do not have a Z Fold 3 or Galaxy S22 Ultra, you can trade in other devices up to $430. So, if you, for example, let's say you have a Z Fold 3, like sitting at home. Let's say you're a daily driver. You want to upgrade to this phone. You automatically, $750 minus $1,350. Then you're like, I have a Galaxy S22, a Galaxy Note, whatever, Galaxy Note 20 Ultra that I was trying to sell, couldn't sell. I'll be honest, you'll probably get more value on eBay selling it than trading it in. Let's say you have a Galaxy S20, right? S20, you can get up to $430 value. So right now you're sitting at a $400 for this phone. If you trade in that Galaxy S20, you might get $200-$300 for it from Samsung. That's going to cost you $100-$200 for this phone. That's before taxes, obviously. Taxes, and you add like a couple $100 depending. I mean, actually, no, you don't. Never mind. Well, no, it will actually add taxes, because whenever you trade in a product, right, you pay the full amount whenever you trade it in. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think when you trade in a phone that you're actually paying whatever the trade-in value was. That's not the case. So you trade in a product, you pay the full MSRP of that product. So let's say I trade in, a Galaxy S22 Ultra for this Z Fold 4, right? I'm going to trade it in, but I'm going to pay the $1,800 price tag. Or let's say you get it with this deal. I'm going to pay the $1,450 price tag. And then once they get my phone, so once I get this actual phone, they'll send me a shipping unit. I'll ship it to Samsung, and they'll give me a rebate back on whatever value the phone was. So let's say, for example, I trade in a Z Fold 3. I will pay the full amount, get my phone, then ship out my Z Fold 3 to them, and they'll send me back money like pretty much a refund or reimbursement of $1,000. So in case you guys are wondering, and you are going for either of these deals, well, you're going for the second deal. The first deal, you don't have to worry about that. That's already $450 off, period. But if you are going for the second deal, you do have to have the $1,350 plus taxes. So they're going to, for example, depending on whatever state you live in, I think Florida is like $1,350. I think Florida currently is like 0.07. That's $100 of taxes you have to pay. So you're going to have to, so with all this being said, if you trade in all your devices and you do it correctly, you have to pay $100 in just taxes, depending on what state you live in. So you have to pay $100 in taxes plus the $100 you would have to pay after trade-in. So again, like I said, overall wise, it's not a bad deal. It's an insane deal, but it really does come down to you already having all these devices and doing all the hurdles. The first deal of $450 off is actually really a great deal, in all honesty. $1,350 for a Z Fold 4, especially when this phone came out like 3 months ago. That's an absolute god tier move, a god tier deal already above itself. So definitely tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. Are you going to be picking up a Z Fold 4 this holiday season? What phone, actually, you know what phone are you currently rocking? I want to see this, because I know there's a lot of guys in my comment sections who are rocking the Galaxy, the Surface Duo 1 and 2, and there's also a group that are rocking the Z Fold 3 and the Z Fold 4. Tell me down below. I'm really actually interested. I want to see exactly down below, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.